Sono lieto di poter rievocare in poche parole le esperienze delle prime trasmissioni radiotelegrafiche a grandi distanze da me felicemente eseguite attraverso l'Oceano Atlantico il 12 dicembre 1901.
Holy snapping bra straps. It's a podcast.
Republic of Avalon Radio. It's 0 hours, Avalon Standard Time.
Hello, Jim, and hello, Lillian. This is Jay Wilson in Los Angeles, California.
This is Larry Scootcon from the Blind Cool Tech Podcast.
Hi, folks. My name is Barb Antoniak. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Hi, this is Maria. And this is Lynette from the Malin Slice of Life Podcast.
And we'd like to wish
Republic of Avalon Radio a very happy first anniversary.
Hey, Jim. This is Bill Ballou in Ashland, Oregon.
Hey, Jim. It's Sarah calling from Portland.
Hey there, this is Georgia from Caribbean Free Radio in Trinidad and Tobago.
Hi, Jim. This is Carrie Thompson from Columbus, Ohio.
Hi, this is Darrah from Dublin.
Hi, my name is Debbie Gillespie from Toronto, Canada.
I am Eddy Holder from Gyana.
Hi, folks. This is Eddy Bogle.
Hi, my name is Glynne. I'm Barbados High Commissioner to Canada. I'm based in Ottawa.
Hi, this is Indra. I'm from Barbados.
Hi, my name is Kellyanne John. I'm from Barbados.
Hello, this is Kevin Doucet from Talladega, Alabama.
Jim Fiddler, this is Kevin Reeves from the Studiography Podcast.
Hi, Jim. It's Liam here from UK.
I am Lise Hannick from France.
My name's Lonny, Angell, and I'm from Barbados.
Hi, this is Mike Busboom from Vienna, Austria.
This is Monika from Austria.
Hi, this is Pamela Morgan.
Hi, Jim and Lillian. It's Rick Cave calling. I'm calling from the oil tanker Heather Nathan. We're currently offshore in Algeria, Africa.
Hey, everybody. This is Slau.
Hi, this is Tim from London.
Hi, this is Todd Collins from Cuchullin's Irish Pub in Streetsville, Mississauga.
Hello, this is Vic in Philadelphia.
This is Rick Dalton from New Alexandria, PA.
This is AJ from Waterloo, Ontario.
Hi, my name is Allison Chidley. I'm from Renews.
Hi, Jim and Lillian. It's Nancy. I just wanted to congratulate you on 1 year of the Roar. Keep them coming.
Hi, Jim. It's Peter from Toronto, Skyping you from Paris, France. Congratulations on your first year anniversary, Jim.
Hope I'm not too late. This is for the Roar. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And here's to year 2. We've enjoyed all the shows, especially the last 2 from Ann and Philly.
Hi, this is Eddie Grant, and you're listening to the Republic of Avalon Radio. Take your time.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Republic of Avalon Radio.
The best radio in the whole wide world.
You're with the Roar.
Republic of Avalon Radio, you're with the Roar. I'm Jim Fiddler. Welcome to episode 34, and it's exactly a year ago today that episode 1 was published. So, woohoo to me and you. This is the 1 year anniversary. So, we decided to do something a little different. We decided to fire up the Eye River for hopefully the last time, because the Edirol is on the way. And if you're a new listener, welcome aboard. You can go back and hear my chatter about all that last week, about the new piece of recording equipment that we're very much looking forward to receiving. But so we figured we would just go au naturel, kind of go a little retro, go back to episode 1, where it was myself and Lillian in the kitchen. And we're sort of doing the same thing, except for the fact that we don't have the mic put in the middle of the table, so that both of us are quite distant from the mic. I'm actually holding the mic in my hand and walking about. And Lillian is over here by the sink. Hello.
Here I am.
Oh, and the Pusscat's there too. Say hello, Puss.
Say hi.
He's not saying hi.
He's shy today.
He's shy. Yes.
He wants to go out, but he doesn't want to go out because it's rain and really hard and it's cold and windy.
And he's not impressed.
He's not impressed at all.
As we are not. It's yucky today. It's RDF, rain, drizzle, and fog. And all those windy and chilly and all that kind of stuff. It's all of about 10 degrees, I think. 10 or 12 degrees. So 50 or low 50s for our American friends. And the forecast for the foreseeable future seems to be calling for more of same, unfortunately. So here we are. Here I am prancing around the kitchen with my dashiki and my sandals.
Mm-hmm.
The eternal optimist.
And it's nice and cozy in here.
It is.
And do you know that rain, drizzle, and fog is kind of like a well-known saying like chips, dressing, and gravy?
It is. Yes, rain, drizzle, and fog. RDF.
In St. John's, everybody knows that. It's like it goes together well. It's three things that go together.
And it's not drizzle, fog, and rain.
No, rain, drizzle, and fog.
Indeed.
Chips, dressing, and gravy.
Indeed. Me and you and a dog named Boo.
Chips, dressing, and gravy when it's rain, drizzle, and fog.
Wow. How would you live that down?
Anybody who's going to be visiting here, maybe you'll experience all those things at once.
Hey, speaking of people visiting here, why don't we tell people about Atlantic Fest?
Why don't we?
All right then.
All right, you start.
Okay, we're having. I'll walk around while I'm saying this. Last year we had the first annual International Atlantic Crossroads Festival, which we call Atlantic Fest for short. And the whole sort of thinking on this is where we're located, if you look at us on a map, we're about halfway between what's considered, I suppose, like the capital of Eastern Canada, which would be Toronto. Certainly everywhere west of Toronto considers Toronto to be east. We are so far east of Toronto that we are actually just about halfway between Toronto and the west coast of Ireland in the North Atlantic. That's where we are geographically. Where we are culturally is pretty much the same. We're kind of halfway stuck in the old world and halfway thrust into the new in terms of our culture and our history and so on and so forth. We became part of Canada in 1949, or actually we say that Canada joined us in 1949 under many bizarre circumstances and very controversial hot topic around here, the whole Confederation thing. But yeah, that's where we find ourselves historically between the old and the new world, and culturally between the old and the new, and geographically. So it occurred to us that wouldn't this be a great middle ground, or Mittelgrund, we say, auf Deutsch. So instead of people, say, coming from America, having to go all the way over to Europe and be on their turf, or people from Europe having to go all the way over to America and be on their turf, wouldn't it be great to get people together, to offer people that middle ground, as I said, where they can all come and meet in the middle somewhere? And of course, St. John's being the oldest city in North America, it's a port city. It's been a thriving international seaport for hundreds of years before there were any such places as New York and Toronto and places like that. They were playing football or soccer, as our North American friends refer to it, and drinking ale and port and rum and all these things, and having all kinds of fun and frolics in downtown St. John's, and lots of music and everything. So we've got a long history of that kind of thing, and we thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just acknowledge that whole idea that we are the bridge? Why don't we offer ourselves as a bit of a bridge between the old world and the new, and have this Atlantic Fest? Now, we had the first annual last year, and we had a great time. We had 7 singer-songwriters from Ireland over, and 6 from Newfoundland, including myself. And we kind of chose to go with more of like a European-style festival, multi-venue. So the various venues in downtown St. John's, we had 4, and those were running simultaneously for I think 5 nights, and we had all the musicians basically running from venue to venue, playing every night, and every one of those venues, each one of those nights would have had. Geez, I don't remember how many performers in each place each night. It was 6 or something like that. And it was a lot of fun, and a lot of people really, really enjoyed that approach to a festival as opposed to, the more North American style festival where you like go into a park and, people come and sit on blankets and things like that. That's great, but the thing about the more European style one, like, for example, I played at the Celtic Connections Festival in Glasgow, Scotland, which is a marvelous festival, and that's done on that sort of multi-venue sort of approach. So when you're in Glasgow for the Celtic Connections Festival, there's this great excitement. You can check the schedule and see who's playing where and at what time, and you're kind of like you're on the dodge, running around. You're not just sort of sitting there on a blanket while performer after performer after performer gets up, and then there's all the breakdown time in between each performer. And, they have to reset the stage and all that stuff. You have more of kind of a feeling that you're kind of occupying the town in a sense, in a friendly way. And you have people, musicians, local musicians and musicians from afar coming and kind of carrying out this friendly invasion of your town. So it's more based on that sort of thing. And that's not really done here. So I think a lot of people really liked that whole vibe because there was movement. Everything was constantly moving, constantly going. So we did that, and it went well. And now we are mounting year 2, the 2nd annual International Crossroads Festival. But let's just refer to it as Atlantic Fest and save ourselves a lot of syllables. And we're mounting it this year, August 10th to the 13th in downtown St. John's. We're doing the multi-venue thing. We have some people confirmed. There's going to be 10 performers. And confirmed. Who do we have confirmed right now? We have, I think, Mike Hanrahan is confirmed. We had him on the show. You can go back so many episodes. What was the name of Mike's show? There was some little joke in there somehow. We tied him down.
Oh, yes.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, because he does a song on the record called Tie Me Down. So we finally tied him down, I think we call it, or something.
Yeah. He's really good.
Yeah.
And we also have Darrell Power.
Darrell Power, who used to play in this group some of you might have heard of called Great Big Sea. I know certainly some of our listeners have heard of Great Big Sea, or GBS, as many of them refer to them. So Darrell is confirmed. Mike Hanrahan. Darcy Broderick is confirmed. He used to play with a group called the Irish Descendants that many of you might have heard of, as well as a group called the Fables. And
he's a multi-instrumentalist and singer.
Yep.
He plays the fiddle, really, really nice fiddle player. And
very tasteful player. That's what I'd say about Darcy.
Yeah. We also have Lindsay Ferguson.
Yes, who's just coming from sort of. I think she's of no fixed address these days.
Yeah, she's a bit of a gypsy.
Yeah, she's coming. She's going to be coming here from Ireland, I think, isn't she?
I'm not sure actually.
Anyway, she's Canadian originally, from the sort of area, around Ontario, Quebec, and in that sort of part of Canada. And she actually lived in Newfoundland here for, I don't know, a few years.
Yeah, she loves it here.
Yeah. This is really her second home, so she's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, she's wonderful. She's a really good songwriter. She's got a wonderful voice, and she's just really good with her.
She ain't no snoozer.
No, for sure.
She's not a boring performer.
No, definitely. And who else do we have?
How many is that now? Right, that's myself. And me.
Yeah.
I'll be there, singing and playing and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's myself, Mike, Daryl, Darcy, Lindsay. Well, there's 5 of the 10 right there.
Yeah.
We're also talking to a few other people. One person, actually, who may be listening right now, was supposed to call me on Skype a couple of days ago and didn't. So give me a call.
Who is that? Are you allowed to say?
No. He'll have to know. You're a bad boy. You did not call. So you're going to have to call. If you want to come to the wonderful, mystical, magical Republic of Avalon for
You shouldn't miss it.
No, absolutely not.
No, it's going to be wonderful.
We're going to go out on a boat tour, everybody. This is the thing we're leading up to. We're going to have all this music and all this fun, and we're doing it the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be the festival. And for all you folks, now what we want to do is we want to hear from you. If you would like to come to Atlantic Fest 2006 here in St. John's, in the heart of the Republic of Avalon, for the best time you've ever had, let us know. We want to hear from you. We want to take your names because we want to get a sense of how many of you there are, and then based on those numbers, we can go and try to get things for you guys. We can get you coupons for 25% off your meals at certain restaurants and things like that.
Even accommodations.
And accommodations. If we know that there's 20 of you, for example, we can go to a hotel, and if we're booking 20 rooms in one block, we can get you guys a really good deal.
Exactly. And we want you to come.
Yes.
And it's the best time of year to be in Newfoundland. It's
August.
Almost middle of August, the best weather we're going to have.
Weather-wise, I can give you guys a sense of what you'd be looking at. In the night times, we're talking about in the mid to high 60s, and in the daytimes, and that's say 15 to 18 degrees in the night times. Maybe a little warmer at that point in the year. So very nice for sleeping. And in the daytimes, in the sort of 25 to 30 range. Sometimes a little more, but not usually. 25 to 30, which is in the 80s, we'll say. And because we're we're an island and we live close to the ocean, there's always a nice little breeze. The humidity is never too high. The humidity here is usually like in the 60s or 70s, percentage-wise. So for you folks who are living somewhere where it's 90 odd degrees and 90-something% humidity, this is a great getaway where you can actually be comfortable and relax.
The nights are very comfortable for sleeping. And if you want to get a sense of what this whole thing is about, we did it last year, and it's all recorded and up on Republic of Avalon Radio.
Yep, go back to Festcast 1 and Festcast 2. Galacast 1 and Galacast 2. That was the whole recordings we made during last year's Atlantic Fest.
What's the best way for somebody to go in and have a look at those? Through the player?
What do you mean?
Like if somebody wanted to go in now and just flip back
you in, have a bleeding look.
The only thing is, though, the player only lists the dates, I think, in the window.
Oh,
so
really?
Somebody wouldn't know, really. Unless they go into the wiki show notes first.
Well, yes, go to our website and click on the wiki show notes, and you can see then which episode you'd be looking for and its date.
And these are called Galacasts and Festcasts.
Yes, because last year we had the festival, and then the last night we had a gala at the Arts and Culture Center. Now this year we're not going to have a gala. We're going to have a big old hoo-ha on the last night with all the performers. And perhaps some of you, if some of you sing and, you do a thing, we think we might possibly on the last night give you guys a chance after checking us out all week, give you guys a chance to step up to the mic. And we may have some prizes. We may have a kind of a little talent thing and so on and so forth, and give away some prizes like big old bags of CDs of all the artists from the festival and festival T-shirts and all kinds of things like that.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So we need to hear from you guys. Also, we're gonna take you all out on a boat tour.
Yeah, and if you want to get a sense for that, if you've never been on a boat tour, we also did a podcast out on a boat tour.
It's the episode called In Through the Narrows.
Yeah, and
or is it In Through the Narrows or Out Through the Narrows?
I'm not sure.
Something like that.
And that'll give you a sense of what it's like out there, because we saw a lot of dolphins that day, remember?
Yep, lots of birds and dolphins and whales and icebergs, depending. And
yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah. So, and we have Signal Hill, which overlooks St. John's Harbour. That's a beautiful, beautiful place to go up and have a look around. And not far from there, Marconi, you hear at the beginning of our show, this little bit here. Let me just play you this little bit here.
Sono lieto di poter rievocare in poche parole le esperienze delle prime trasmissioni radiotelegrafiche a grandi distanze da me felicemente eseguite attraverso l'Oceano Atlantico il 12 dicembre 1901.
Okay, that is the voice, way, way, way far back, of Marconi, who received the first transatlantic wireless message here in St. John's in 1901. There's Cape Spear, which is the most easterly point of North America, closest to Europe. You can just, the next thing over, when you're standing at Cape Spear looking east, the next thing over is Ireland.
Yeah, and I don't know how many people know this, but the port here in St. John's Port, is the oldest port in North America.
It is.
And yeah, so we have a long history.
We's right old.
We's right old, we are. We're the youngest province in Canada, but the oldest port in North America.
Go figure, hey? Yes. Granddaddy is the baby.
Yeah. Something's gone awry here.
Mm-hmm. I gotta put my mug over here somewhere. Yes, I'll put it right there. Yeah, so that is the deal on that, and we're going to be doing some other things as well. Whatever we can get together for that week. For you folks who want to come, you can fly, you can drive, you can whatever. There are ferries that come across to Porta Basque and Argentia. You would want to get the Argentia ferry. It's a longer ferry, but when you get off of it, you would only be like about an hour from St. John's. So you all are most sincerely invited to Atlantic Fest 2006. And get in touch with us. Let us know. Send us an email at republicofavallonradio@gmail.com. Or what?
Or call the boat line.
You could call the boat line, 206-203-BOAT. Or the Roar line, which we just renewed for another year. So give us some justification for that, for us spending our hard-earned money on this Roar line thing. 724... It's country code 1, 724-426-8176. And generally that number, those numbers are used for shout-outs. And you know, we'd love to hear from you that way, too. If you just want to say hi, say hello, who you are, where you are, and just generally give a little shout-out to us and your fellow Roar listeners, that would be great. But if you want to get in touch with us, and let us, if you think you might want to come or you're sure that you want to come, I can't see why you wouldn't be completely positive that you want to come for Atlantic Fest 2006. Get in touch with us and let us know. You can get in touch with us those ways, either the boat line, the Roar line, or email. Email would probably be the best, because then we can just zing back and forth. And just let us know. And we're going to we're doing this from a grassroots level, right from the bottom up. Myself and Lillian are organizing this thing, and we're also looking for possibly for volunteers. So any of you who think you might be coming here, and you might want to throw in your helping hand, let us know. We're open for volunteers, and absolutely, the more the merrier. I mean, we've got the local audience. That's great. But as many of you who come, and if there's enough of you, I think we might do something special in regards to the Roar. Now, of course, we're going to record all this stuff, and then you'll have some episodes to subsequently to listen to that will be highlighting Atlantic Fest 2006. But we want you to come and be part of that and have you in those recordings, don't we?
We do, indeed.
Yeah, so get in touch with us and let us know. We'd love to have you here with us August 10th through the 13th for Atlantic Fest 2006.
We would indeed. And if there's any way we can help to arrange accommodations or help with travel plans.
Anything at all, yes. And if there's any of you, that's the other side of it. If somebody, for example, decides they want to come and they're going to drive in their van from Halifax to the ferry and come over that way, let us know because there might be somebody else around your area that can fill a seat in your van and chip in and help you out with the gas. And if you're thinking, oh, geez, I could barely afford this, I don't know. But, if it's borderline, we want to match people up as well so that people can actually get here. And people who need rides and so on. If you need to be picked up in New York City, if you need to be picked up in St. John, New Brunswick, or Halifax, or Burlington, Ontario, or Montreal, just let us know that you would like to come and where you are. And if you're driving, let us know that. Or if you need a ride, let us know that. And we're going to see what we can do to help everybody out. And we want to help you guys any way we possibly can to get you here for the best time, for the time of your lives.
Yeah, it's basically an experience. And we've got 1 year behind us now. Hey, Puss. All right.
He wants to go out, but he knows it's okay. Let's go have a look. Yes, this is the great thing about podcasting in the kitchen. He's coming. We're walking out into the hallway. We're heading toward the door.
Just put the mic out by the door here.
Oh yes, have a listen to this, folks. Holy jumping.
It's really raining. He's not going out there.
What's that? Is that wind? Or is that just rain?
That's just rain. It's not windy.
Listen. It sounds like a big river or something.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Let's get into that. Hey, Puss. Yeah, so there we have it. That's Atlantic Fest 2006 coming up 10th to the 13th of August. And we'd love to have you here. So don't procrastinate. If you think that you might like to come, let us know right away. ASAP, as soon as you hear this. In fact, hit pause and go just blast us a quick email at republicofavalonradio@gmail.com or just jimfiddler@gmail.com. It doesn't matter. Send us an email and let us know who you are, where you are, and if you think you might be able to provide a ride or if you think you might need a ride. And perhaps what sort of accommodations you would be interested in. Would you be interested in a hotel room? Would you want to stay in a B&B? And there's some nice B&Bs in St. John's as well. Good, clean, sensible places. Good, friendly, clean, sensible places as well. So, very hospitable folks we are, aren't we?
We certainly are.
Yes, indeed. Alrighty.
That's what everybody says, anyway.
That's what everybody says, yeah. But they keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So
it must be true.
Mm-hmm. Shall we play a bit of music for the folks?
Okay.
What will we play?
Let's see. How about something from Midnight Rover?
Let's play the title track. How's that?
Sounds good.
It was right around this time last year that I had just finished the album. And I think as I was I was just mixing it. It wasn't even done. The album wasn't quite finished. The anniversary of the launch of Midnight Rover is coming on June the 9th. We launched it at Bridie Malloy's on George Street here in downtown St. John's. So this time last year, we were starting the Roar exactly a year ago today. And all that day, I was probably in the studio mixing this song right here. You're listening to Republic of Avalon Radio. Well, I've been midnight roving, and I tell you no tale. And my only fixation was smoking dark ale. But now I'm returning, my spirit restored. And I tell you I'll go midnight roving no more. One night down in St. John's I went into this place with the best of intentions and a smile on my face. I asked for some credit, but none I received. For the best of intentions can never be believed. When the dough hit the counter, my fate was secure. With glasses of porter so strong and so pure, I drank to the health of the mint and the press, and I cursed all of those who would shun me for less. Lusting for money is a terrible thing. The worth of the poor man is the same as the king. And no matter my fate or what life holds in store, well, I tell you I'll go midnight roving no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I go midnight roving. No, never, no Republic of Avalon Radio.
Either you're with us or you're with the terrorists.
You're with the Roar! Republic of Avalon Radio, you're with the Roar. I'm Jim Fiddler, and that was Midnight Rover from the album Midnight Rover. And that song, in case you didn't notice, is a kind of a combination of influences. It was a song called The Wild Rover, which had gotten to the point where it was driving me near into madness, hearing over and over in the pubs. And a Newfoundland song called Harbour Lacou, which I thought once you sang the song Wild Rover to the tune of Harbour Lacou, it kind of revived the song for me. But I couldn't stop there. I had to write a whole new song. It wasn't. It seemed to be cheating to me in some kind of way to just sing The Wild Rover to the tune of Harbour Lacou. So I took the concept of the song The Wild Rover, the melody of Harbour Lacou, and then wrote a whole new song called Midnight Rover. And I hope you enjoyed that very much. Now I'm going to walk, in case you guys are wondering, I'm standing in the kitchen here now, and in case you're wondering where the studio is and where we do the Roar and all that kind of stuff, and where I record all my records and things, the control room, I'm going to walk from the kitchen. Hey, she's out in the living room. Why is she in the living room? Oh, that's the pusscat. He's getting obstreperous. Okay. I'm walking from the kitchen through the door into the hallway. I'm taking a left, and I'm walking past the whole pulse of the system here. There's the two computers there. One is the IRLP node, and for you ham radio operators listening, we operate node 7680, and my call is VO1RV, Victor Oscar 1 Romeo Victor. Drop over and say hello. IRLP for you non-hams stands for the Internet Radio Linking Project. So us ham radio operators with our little radios in our hands can just walk around anywhere and talk anywhere in the world, which is very, very nice. And also we have my other server there. That is the one that we just use basically for file transfers, you know. And we use it for various other things as well. But it's a Linux. It's running Linux. Both those boxes are running Linux. So the two Linux boxes and the modem and the router, the wireless router and all that stuff are just right there. And I'm going to walk in through the doorway into the root cellar, or the control room for the root cellar. And the first thing that I pass here on my right, hang on a second now, is this thing here. Or, of course, you got and that would be the Wurlitzer, which is a very nice thing to have kicking around the house. And you'd recognize that from the group Supertramp. That's what they used. And who else used Wurlitzers? Well, lots of people. Ray Charles used a Wurlitzer. The two most common electric pianos that people would know would be the Wurlitzer or the Fender Rhodes. And I be a Wurlitzer man. Thank you very much. So there's the Wurlitzer. Over to my left here, we have kind of a, what do you call this, like a hutch? Yeah. With all kinds of things hanging off it and stacked up. On top of it, we have a metronome, which is very handy. We have an electronic tuner. We have an open reel, like a reel-to-reel machine up here. And we have CD labels, blank CD labels, and a whole whack of CDs. And what the hell is this? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's my old, it's a Citizen. It's a shortwave radio that I bought years ago because I wrote this song that we played for you last week called Citizen of the World. So when I saw this Citizen shortwave radio, I had to get it because it was my Citizen of the World radio. And up here, we have a pig nose amp, which is, for you folks who don't know, it's this little tiny amplifier that runs on batteries. You might have seen people busking using these things. And they're amazing little guys. And then underneath on the shelf here, I've got, I've got microphones and mic cables and low whistles galore. Lots of low whistles, or flûte irlandaise, you say in French, or some people call them penny whistles, but we just call them whistles. And tambourines and cabasses. It's basically a kind of a half of a rolling pin with strings of beads around it. And we have these things here, which are what do you call these lads?
I don't know, they grow.
Huh?
They grow in
fresh from Barbados, from off the beach. It's like a big pod, a big long sort of a pod with all these little seeds inside. So that's those guys there, and what else? Tambourines and cabasses, and cowbells and woodblocks and all kinds of extra percussion. Oh, and little Little sort of chicken shaky things. Here's another one. Various types, wooden ones and plastic ones. And I got this other little... How does this work again? I don't know what the heck that is, but it's a little clicky thing. It's a kid's thing, but I just thought it was cool. And underneath that, we have, the side of the computer. A sure sign of a geek if you don't have the side on your computer. Oh, yeah, there we go. If you don't have the side on your computer, you're definitely a little geeky around the edges. And what did I see down there? Oh, yeah, snakes. Snakes, not the hissing type, the type that you patch soundboards and things together with. And now I have to walk very carefully because we have a mic here that I don't want to bang into or knock over. Then in front of me, good Lord, I shudder to imagine what's over here. Boxes and all kinds of boxes stacked up, and a little mixer board that I don't use. Little 4-channel guy. And more computer keyboards that I don't use, and cables and all kinds of things. And my QS7, my Lise's QS7 keyboard. That's there. And my djembe, yes. My good old djembe. Let me let you... Now, playing that with one hand while I hold the mic with the other. So, sorry about your lack of big, fancy, complicated riffs. Underneath is just junk. Lots of junk. And further over to the right of that, there's the drum machine, the Boss DR770, which I use most often just for an quick, easy way to develop a song idea. And sometimes I'll actually even use it in recordings. And it can be done, folks. You can actually do stuff with drum machines and recordings, and it doesn't have to be hokey or whatever. And then there we have the monitors, the Roland powered monitors, the DS90s, which are absolutely beautiful, and they sound very nice. They're near-field monitors. They do the job for me here in the studio for my various music that I record, and for the Roar as well when I'm putting that together. And there's the Roar. The Roar phone is right there. And there is the mic that I usually talk into, boomed in over this guy here, which is the Roland VS2480. That is the multi-track digital audio workstation that I use for all my work. And you can mix down to 24 tracks with that. And it has motorized flying faders, and it's very nice. Very, very nice indeed. It does the job. So that's what I record my records on, and that's what I use as a pass-through. When I'm recording the Roar, when I'm in here in the studio, I use that for all my monitoring. I use it basically as not just as a recording device, but I use it as the central sort of mixing board for the studio here, for everything I do. And to the right of that, we have a computer keyboard and the other monitor. And on top of that, there's a computer monitor, a flat screen monitor, and then a couple of other computer monitors, and a Mac Mini. And underneath that is the PC that myself and Lillian built for use in the studio, for flying things back and forth and doing some 2-track editing and all that kind of stuff. And what other kind of old nonsense is over there?
Lots of CDs.
Lots and lots of CDs. And then up above, we have shelves going around the walls as well that have various CDs and software and manuals. There's a whole library of owner's manuals and so on. And that's pretty much it. That's the control room. And I record some stuff out here, and other things I'll record in the room downstairs where the drum kit is, where I'm going to be starting on my new album very soon. And the concept right off from what I'm starting with now, is I'm looking at calling this thing, possibly like a double CD, looking at calling it Me and Bob. And inside would be 2 discs, disc 1 and disc 2. Disc 1 would be called Me, and disc 2 would be called Bob. And there's a lot of songs that I have driving me crazy that I just have to record and get them out so I can move on to other things. And I think you've heard some of these songs before, songs like High Life. I don't know if I've played that here on the show before or not. A song called Livin'. All kinds of things. All kinds of songs that don't, say, for example, fit on Midnight Rover. They didn't fit on Midnight Rover. They didn't fit on Gypsy. They wouldn't fit on Friendly Fire. So I've got all these songs, and some of these are songs that I wrote and even recorded with my old group Pressure Drop, which I talked a bit about last week. But of course, those CDs are gone out of print, and nobody can get them anymore. So I think I want to kind of take my experience and thankfully the more equipment that I'm blessed with these days, and just record a lot of them songs and the newer ones that, like I said, that don't fit on the more traditional records. And that would be disc 1. So it would be mainly, I guess, of a reggae bent, disc 1. And disc 2, I'm thinking about recording a bunch of my favorite Bob Marley and the Wailers songs. So that would be the project, Me and Bob. And then I can get it out. I can get it out of my hair, out of my system. There, I did it. And I can get on with the rest of my life. That's the thinking on that. So, yeah. Also, we'll record anywhere else in the house, depending on the acoustics of the room. The kitchen is a great spot for recording percussion and like hand drums and things like that, as well as horns. If you listen to the Mosaic record that we did, myself and my friends Thierry Arthur from Saint-Pierre, Pamela, and Lekbir Halali from Morocco. The three of us made a record together, and we recorded the horn parts in the kitchen and some of the vocal parts. There's a song called Rai Rai, where we do this Rai Rai big thing. The three of us all gathered around a mic in the kitchen and had a lot of fun doing that. So we will record anywhere at all that gives us the result we're looking for.
We even recorded in the bathroom one time.
We did?
Yeah.
What did we record?
The water in the bathtub.
Where? Which? What?
For Paddy Keenan's album, wasn't it?
Oh, that was at Don's, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, I played, I was quite honored to be asked to play, to be basically the percussionist on the Paddy Keenan Not Keen Affair record, which, in case you don't know who he is, Paddy Keenan, you should know who he is. He's Ireland's uilleann pipe god, and played with a group called the Bothy Band. And I was very much honored to be the percussionist on that record. I ended up playing multiple percussion tracks on, I don't know, about 10 of the 14 or so tracks on the record. And one of the things that I did while over at Don Walsh's studio was I had this idea for this particular song that I wanted to play percussively on water. So we actually strung the cables up over the steps upstairs and rigged up a couple of large diaphragm condenser mics over the bathtub, filled the bathtub with water, and I got down on my knees and proceeded to completely drench myself playing basically drums with my hands on the surface of the water, and it sounded very cool. But we have yet to do that here at the Root Cellar.
Maybe for the new album.
Maybe for the new album we'll get some bathtub in there. Yeah, we have to get it tuned first, though. I think it depends on the key that the song is in. I think our bathtub is in F sharp. I think.
Is it?
I think so. So there we have it, and we are in the control room of the Root Cellar. And now that we're here, why don't we have a look at the forum? We have a forum over at republicofavalonradio.com. By the way, let's officially announce it now.
Okay.
The Triple U thing. That ever-annoying www thing that everybody says. And we decided here at the Roar, last year sometime, pretty early on actually, to abandon www for triple-U. It was just easier to say. And some people actually adopted it. But we're hammering the final nail into the coffin of the three W's. We are not going to say it anymore. Not for anybody, for any reason. There's no triple U or no www or triple W. We're just not going to say it. We're going to say jimfiddler.com, amazon.com, google.com, and that's it. We have finally, officially abandoned the three W's. Here at Republic of Avalon Radio, you will not hear anything of these W's ever again. It is done. I have spoken. Correct? What are you doing now? She's hunched over the keyboard here. I'm wondering why. I can't. There's no way I can possibly get the mic between you and I if you're like with your back to me, hunched over the keyboard. Why are you doing this? Tell me, please. There's anything in there worth looking at?
There's a few posts here. One here, the first one I'm reading, is somebody wrote in. Well, I know who it is. Kathleen from New York. It's entitled Lillian in Barbados.
And Kathleen from New York writes.
She says, I haven't listened to any of the podcasts since December or so, too busy with school, but I just started catching up yesterday. I have to say that the podcast of Lillian's trip to Barbados was hilarious, in a good way. You and your family are so cute.
You haven't seen him, have you?
My two favorite sound bites, Lillian. Oh, hot. It's so hot. Whoa. I feel like I could take my shirt off. I have a sweater on now.
That'd be cute, wouldn't
it? Yeah. And Lillian's mom. Oh, Lily. Which is, you have to hear that because it's actually...
That's actually Aunt Marjorie.
Yeah.
Lillian's Aunt Marjorie.
And she's very excited.
Lily. Yeah. On the beach in Barbados.
And she says, keep up the great work, everyone. Edit. Just wanted Jim and Lillian to know that I don't ignore the substantive parts of your podcasts.
There are substantive parts?
I guess. Where? There are. The talk with the commissioner to Canada from Barbados was very interesting.
Yay.
And there is another one in here that I want to find because it is somebody from... Where were they from?
Who?
You know, remember I read this.
I have no idea.
I have to find her. Just give me a moment.
She's hunched over the keyboard again. I'm trying to point the microphone so you guys can hear her, and I'm pointing at her back.
I'm looking on the screen, so...
Can't you see the screen aside from hunching over the keyboard and turning your back to me? That's rude.
Put the mic down here.
Okay, I'm putting the mic down there now.
I am searching now because there was something very nice here. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
I'll play some music here.
There's many different sections here, so I'm trying to find. Okay, I found it. Here it is. It's Martin from Holland.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, Martin.
Martin up.
This is in the favorite fiddler tunes. It's Paul.
Okay.
So he's basically saying his favorite is definitely Rhythm of the Goat. In October 2002, I visited Newfoundland for 1 month, and I went to a fiddler concert in St. John's. I still cherish the memory of the vibrant performance that evening, especially that song. I also remember vividly the lively conversation we had with Jim afterwards.
Lively? Yeah.
In downtown St. John's. I immediately bought the CD, and since then, Gypsy is one of my favorites. Yay. However, in my memory, the live version was even more powerful than the CD version. ? The concert that I mentioned was recorded by CBC Radio, but I never succeeded in listening/getting a copy of that recording. Is there a way to listen to that from the Netherlands? Why don't you answer that?
From the Netherlands or the Netherlands or the Netherlands? Well, you can't really buy it. It's not available anywhere. I have a recording of it. Maybe I might sneak a little bit of it in. How about this is the recording you were referring to. I'll play you a part of it. This is myself playing guitar and singing. Mike Hanrahan on the tenor banjo. Graham Wells on the tin whistle and the boron. And Colin Kerrigan on the fiddle. Live at the LSPU Hall in downtown St. John's. This is a little taste of my song, The Rhythm of the Goat.
So then I turned to she. When me diddle-dum, this one diddle-dum, that one diddle-dum, diddle-dum dee. When me whack the Torah, Laura, and the story of Lookie's boat. But still she said she wanted to hear the rhythm of the goat. With me rutty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rutty-toutty-dee-ow da. Me rutty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rutty-toutty-dee-ow da. So I then took out my boron and I began to play a song I knew when I was young out in Conception Bay. Well, her feet, they hardly touched the floor. I knew I had her vote, 'cause I was finally playing the rhythm of the goat. With me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-toutty-dee-ow da. Me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-tout. With me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-toutty-dee-ow da. Me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-tout. With me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-toutty-dee-ow da. Me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-tout. With me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-toutty-dee-ow da. Me rotty-toutty-dee-ow diddly, and me rotty-toutty-dee-ow da. Na na na, na na na, dee-dum-mo. Do-do-do,
Republic of Avalon Radio.
Radio for lazy people who don't want to do nothing.
You're with the roar.
So there that was, and that was a great evening. We had a lot of fun doing that show together, myself and Mike and Graham and Colin. And Lillian has another one here for you.
Yes, and this one is from Dana P. She's a guest in the favorite songs, fiddler songs here.
So she's not a member; she's just in as a guest.
A guest, yeah.
Oh, go and join. Go and sign up there, Dana P.
And she says, "Hello, I have to say my favorite song is Curragh Road. My husband and I visited St. John's last September 2005 and had the unbelievable pleasure of meeting Lillian and Jim at Erin's on a fateful night when the cold wind happened to blow us in. What a magical night. Woo! Lillian was so nice. And Jim enchanted us with a few songs, including the haunting Curragh Road. We have since returned to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and my 11-year-old daughter, who has the voice of an angel, has taken to this song. It gives me the chills every time she sings it. It is truly lovely. I have to say, for all of you and you St. John's folks, what a fantastic city you live in. We only spent a much too short 10 days milling around and trying to find the groove, and what a groove it is. I think of your fair city often and extremely fondly. We had a fantastic time and truly look forward to our return.
I'll be fondling our city.
Well, maybe we'll make it back for Atlantic Fest.
Yeah. Yes, Dana, definitely. Hopefully you'll be able to make it for then, 10th to the 13th of August, 2006. Be there or be some sort of quadrilateral. I got to turn this I got to turn this off or it's going to drive me crazy. I'm going to not be able to resist the temptation to reach out and play it. All right, do you have another one for us?
I do have another one for us.
Okay, lay it on us.
This is from Helen Wheels in Colorado.
It's a strange name.
It's a strange name.
That's a strange name. Wheels.
Wheels.
What kind of a name is Wheels?
It's
Does she come from Wales?
No.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just being silly.
All right. Wishing I could vote twice, once for me and once for my son. I have not yet heard any of the new material, so my choices are limited to Gypsy. I just love In Through the Narrows, for which I voted. The first time I heard it was upon returning home from my graduation, having completed my Montessori certification. The CD had arrived that day, and as I listened, I was filled with the sense of having arrived. What a beautiful piece. What a nice graduation gift. My second vote on behalf of my 5-year-old son, and for me too, would be Rising of the Moon. And where is it? Not on your list. We cannot listen to it just once. Joey insists on playing it several times before he's satisfied. Another lovely tune.
Hey. Wow, so that's people voting on what? Songs?
This is the poll of favorite fiddler tunes, and so far, Downtown Girl is in the lead.
By how much? Well, give folks the stats.
Okay, Downtown Girl is 55%. Rhythm of the Goat is 22%. In Through the Narrows is 11%. And All I Really Wanted is 11%.
Okay. This is very, very interesting. So get your vote in.
Yep.
And I don't know what it accomplishes, really.
No, it's just...
I do not understand the point of this. But I don't know. It's nice. It's nice to be able to, I suppose, for me to be able to go back and see what people are actually digging more than other, other songs. But I mean, it's pretty predictable that like Downtown Girl is going to go up there, and something like Lost of the Fishery isn't going to be high at the top of the list, and far more people have Gypsy than have Midnight Rover, so it's more likely something from that's going to be in there. But it's still interesting. So drop over to the forum at republicofAvalonradio.com and poke your head in there and all that.
And I noticed that Carrie is back in here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Carrie, you guys remember way back, Carrie Thompson in Ohio would call in and say hi regularly, and then she just kind of like dropped off the face of the earth, and we've been missing you, and we'd love to get a shout out from you. Call us again, for God's sakes. Give us a call, either at the Roar line 724-426-8176 or the new boat line 206-203-BOAT, and say hi again. Let us hear your voice and let us know that you're okay.
Yes, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, Carrie.
Okay,
What does she say there?
she says she's built a new computer.
Okay.
But she's really not up online yet, but she's looking forward to catching up on all the podcasts she's missed since November.
Oh, there's been a few.
So, yeah.
Wow.
It's going to keep her busy for a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it. So, there's a few comments from the forum. Anything in, like, Fiddler's Pub? Did you look in there?
That one was in Fiddler's Pub.
Okay. Alrighty. So there's all that stuff. If you haven't yet, go and have a look at republicofavalonradio.com. We have, various things over there. We have the Ventrilo chat thingy as well, which is voice chat. And there's instructions over at the... Where the heck is it now? Is it at in the show notes, in the wiki show notes? You look up on the top, there's instructions there about what you need to download and what you need to do. And you can come in and talk to us. And we will be having from time to time certain little special get-togethers where we can all get together and actually talk to each other and not type and do it in real time. So check that out. There's all kinds of things over there. Subscribing to the show, of course, is free. And you can find out how to do that on the website as well. And then the shows, whenever they come out, will be automatically delivered to your computer, and you won't have to go look for them, and it's all very, very nice, isn't it?
It's very dandy.
It's very dandy, man. So why don't we just go out with a little piece of music here. This will be a completely different show. We just want to say a big hello and a big thank you to everybody for listening over the last year. And... hope you stay aboard and hope you tell your friends about Republic of Avalon Radio. We're at over 22,000 listeners now. Mm-hmm. Why don't we just go right now? Let's go grab that number and see exactly how many listeners we have right at this moment. But we want to thank all of you, and we've had a great year. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of learning, and This whole experience has taken us to places that we normally wouldn't have gone. We would have just said, nah, and just sort of stayed home or whatever. But because we have this show and this thing that we do called Republic of Avalon Radio, we find ourselves in need of content, which is the number one thing when you're doing such a thing. It's the content. And... So over the past year, we found ourselves in places, meeting people, and having wonderful experiences that we otherwise would have missed out on. So thanks to all of you for being there, and thanks to the Roar for being there as well, because that Roar has kept us going. And just maybe we will be seeing you at Atlantic Fest 2006.
Okay, thank you. Like Jim says, to everybody for listening, and we've been having a ball. And maybe we'll see some of you here. And don't forget to shout out to us, call the Roar line, the boat line, send us an email, whatever. We'd love to hear from you.
So, from me,
and what?
Take care of each other, and we'll catch you next time right here on
Republic of Avalon Radio.
Summer we'll go walking way down to the river, down the Curragh Road. Past the blue sky we'll walk under, listen to the humming bees, and on we'll go. We won't worry about the traffic, worry about the radio, worry about the phone. In the summer we'll go walking is overhead. We won't worry about the government, worry about the video, worry about the hay. In the summer we'll go walking hand in hand together down the dusty way.
A Root Cellar production.